Alright, so we got ourselves a pretty easy challenge here. All we're going to want to do is solve the puzzle, which is just break these two green plates, any order, doesn't matter which one you break first. And after you break the two of them, a portal appears, and you just have to shoot your shot through the portal, which will throw you onto a 500-point target on the green, and then you just putt and get an easy 3 stars. This challenge, however, has been known to glitch for quite a few people, myself included. The first time I went through the nightclub challenges, what would happen was I'd break the 2 green plates, go through the portal, and whenever my ball would hit the 500-point target, everything would glitch out and the ball would automatically roll into the hole, and then the screen would start shaking. It didn't matter if I used any of my boosts, backspin, nothing worked. It would just glitch into the hole, and then the screen would shake until I would restart my game. What I had to do to get around that was change characters and do the mission again, and it worked fine. Either that or try to make it so that your ball doesn't hit the 500-point target, but you won't get 3 stars that way. So just change characters if you are having issues, and you should be alright. Alright, so we got another very easy challenge here. All we're going to want to do is clear the 4 targets that are on the green. You have 6 shots to do it, but all you're going to want to do is go for the first target, give like 1 rotation of backspin, 1 to 3 rotations, and you'll clear the target. Every time you clear one, the other targets get smaller, but for the remaining 3 targets, just use your sticky boost, aim for the center of the targets, and you'll have no problem hitting them, and it's a very easy 3 stars. Alright, so for this challenge, it's not too bad. All we're going to want to do is hit our shots through these portals, and when your ball shoots out on the other side, there's a fairly large cup on the green, and you're just going to want to use your nudge boost in order to guide your ball into the hole. This challenge really isn't too bad. Just practice it a few times, get used to the different shots that each of the portals give you. The nudge boost only takes a small portion of your energy for this challenge, and it refills every time, so that's also a bonus. So yeah, just take your time. You can add some spin to help stop the speed of your shot, and then just use your nudge to guide your ball into the hole. For each consecutive shot you make, your multiplier will go up. So it's really not too hard to get 3 stars on this challenge. Just take your time, again, figure out the different kind of shots that each portal give you, and use your nudge boost to go in the hole. Alright, so this is another very easy challenge. All we're going to want to do is get our ball into the hole with the fewest shots possible. They recommend going for the portals, but I said screw that. I shaped my shot to the left to go through the 1,000 point target, and I also used my remote control boost and jump boost in order to get the best shot possible. So I had to jump to get through the target, then I used my RC boost and jump boost to reach the green, and came super close to getting a hole-in-one. But regardless, it was still a very easy second shot for birdie and an easy 3 stars. Okay, so for this challenge, what we're going to want to do is take our shots past these gates and use some spin to roll back through them to get a multiplier and then land on some targets. So what I did was I went for the one furthest to the left, aimed pretty far up and kind of on a down slope, activated the spin boost and used like 2-3 rotations of backspin, and that allowed me to roll right onto the target. Unfortunately, after about 3 or 4 shots, you run out of energy, and then you can't use your boost anymore, and you kind of gotta rely on just your normal backspin. I had a lot of trouble with this challenge. I couldn't for the life of me get more than 1 star, no matter what I tried to do. The greens are really weird. I found I could be aiming for the same spot, use the same amount of backspin each and every shot, and I'll get a different result every time. Sometimes it's too much and it goes past the target, sometimes it's not enough, sometimes it breaks right, sometimes it breaks left. It was just a pain. So I mean, I'm sure some of you will be able to get a few more stars than I was able to, but if you can only get 1, don't worry too much about it. Just move on to the next challenge, and since we don't need the 3 stars on every challenge for Supernova, if that's something you're trying to get, it's not a big deal. So okay, well, now that we've run out of energy, what I've been doing is still going for the left gate, but just aiming like just past it, to the point where your ball looks like it's gonna hit the gate, and you can aim roughly for center gate, give a full swing, and use, I don't know, like 3 to 5 rotations of backspin, and you should slowly roll onto the target. Just do that a couple of times and you'll at least get 1 star, and that's it. Alright, so this challenge is pretty straightforward. All we're going to want to do is get our ball into the hole with the fewest shots possible. They recommend going through the portals to get to the green faster. I tried both portals, and the shot that it gives me on the green is usually ridiculous. I either get a crazy bounce and land nowhere near the hole and end up with like a 50-foot putt to hole out, and I don't know, it just seemed like too much of a hassle. So I just shot as far as I could down the fairway. Second shot, you can reach the pin, so I just aimed right at the flag and then activated my sticky boost to land right next to it. And then you still have an extremely easy putt for eagle, and that still gives you a very easy 2 stars. Alright, so this challenge, pretty straightforward. All you're going to want to do is hit your shots off these square backboards and bounce the ball into the buckets. It doesn't matter what club you use, just as long as you can reach the backboard. And what you're going to want to do is aim for anywhere in the bottom section. Like, you got your bright blue part of the backboard, and then there's like a dark blue square within it. Go for like the bottom left, bottom center of the dark blue, and you'll bounce into the buckets every time. I went for the green buckets, which are worth 300 points plus a few extra points for accuracy, and I still got 2 stars for this challenge. There are no yellow buckets on this challenge, which are normally worth 500. So the highest one you got are the red, which I believe are 400 points. The red can be a little sketchy to go for under this challenge, just because they're not lined up with the backboard. They're in the front row out of the 2 rows of buckets, so it's a little harder to aim your shot properly. There is a red bucket on the back right. I tried going for it on my very last shot. I didn't really want to risk going for it early on because I didn't want to lose out on points. But yeah, anyway, as long as you aim for the bottom left, bottom center area of the dark blue on the backboards, and you're shooting for the greens, you'll get 300 points every shot, and it's still a very easy 2 stars. Alright, so for this challenge we're going to want to shoot our shots through these ×2 ring multipliers and land on a target that is very far away. This challenge can be a little tricky just because of the distance. You're going to need a lot more spin to stick onto the target, and the fact that you got to shape your shot in order to hit the multiplier rings is a bit of a pain too. For the first shot here, it was just kind of trial and error. I shaped through the bottom right target, or ring, sorry, and aimed a little before the target, gave it a full swing, and basically hammered on the backspin and aimed it slightly down to the left to see what it would do, and I ended up bouncing off of it, or, okay, no, never mind, hit the 200 point target. After that I didn't really want to risk it, so since we can use the sticky boost for 3 shots, I did my best to aim center of the target. Even if you zoom in with the left analog stick on your aiming arc, it still looks super far away. So yeah, I did my best to aim for the center of the target and use the sticky boost for 3 of my shots to make sure that I at least got a few points out of this. I ended up walking away with 2 stars on this challenge, which I think is pretty decent. It's not too hard once you kind of get the hang of it. Just practice it a couple of times and play around with the spins and the shot shape. I don't think you can shape your shot through the ring multipliers and actually hit center of the target, the bullseye. If you could, that would be really decent, because then again, yeah, you could use your sticky boost and get 1,000 points per shot instead of 500, but this worked just as well. So yeah, we're on the final shot here. After this we'll have no energy left to use our sticky boost, so after that I went back to the rings just to try it out, see if I could get close to any of the center targets. So yeah, now for this one I decided to go for the top ring. You can use your 3-wood. So you're just going to want to shape your shot a little bit and aim just before the target. Give it a full swing, and for rotation, I use quite a bit of backspin. I don't even think I counted how many rotations. I just spammed the X button and just to see what would happen. Ended up working out pretty good. So like I said, yeah, just spam the backspin and aim kind of to the bottom right, and it should bounce you towards the bullseye. So yeah, that's about it. Just practice your shots, play around with the spin and where you should be aiming the shot, and you shouldn't have too much issue with this. Like I said, I didn't do this perfectly and still walked away with 2 stars, so it's not too bad.